Welcome to Biafra Television Europe. If this is your first time of joining us on BTV, you are welcome. I am Wanda Jovista Chichi. As you have come to join us on tonight's analysis, do not forget that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our prophet, our great leader, has already long time ago prophesied what we are seeing that is going across Nigeria today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu once said that the disintegration of Nigeria will start from the north. I am not yet to go into details because tonight we are going to have a great brother who is to look into some of the trending across Nigerian states. For some time now, wonderful people of Biafran and uh, great viewers and lovers of freedom, we know that for some time now, because of time constraints and some of our activities, we've not taken a press release as our culture on BTV that whenever we come live on BTV, that we must take IPOB press release. So before I bring in our guest, let us listen to IPOB press release. IPOB press release of 5th of August 2024. Igbo are ready to exit Nigeria. Igbo must go. Proponents should ask for Biafra referendum. IPOB. Following the provocative and genocidal Igbo must go proposed protest slated to commence from August 20th to 30th, 2024 by some faceless Yoruba groups and persons, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, wish to remind the Yoruba anti-Igbo groups that Ndibo are ready to exit Yoruba land and Nigeria via a referendum. Ndibo will not succumb to any threat from any group or persons to leave any state or region in Nigeria. It is laughable that Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, was reported to have hypocritically condemned the proponents of the Igbo Must Go protest. The governor will not hoodwink Ndibo with his hypocritical condemnation of those calling for Igbo's expulsion from the southwest region of Nigeria. The governor was forced to ethnically profile Ndibo with his biased demolition of Ndibo's businesses, properties, and investments in Lagos State. There are high chances that the federal government, sorry, I will take it again, pardon me. There are high chances that the proponents of the Igbo Must Go are sponsored by the high-profile persons in the Lagos State government and in the federal government of Nigeria. Nevertheless, Ndi Igbo are not perturbed. We have seen it all in Nigeria and are prepared for any opportunity to exit Nigeria at any time. But it will be more appropriate that we are allowed to exit Nigeria peacefully and democratically in order to maintain good neighborly relationships. However, if Ndibo are forced to exit Nigeria violently, there is a possibility that we shall remain hostile neighbors to the foreseeable future. The Yoruba tribal bigots and their sponsors must understand that Ndibo are not moved by threats. We have made up our minds to exit Nigeria, so there is no basis for the threat of violence or genocide agenda tagged Igbo must go protest. Instead of threatening to unconstitutionally and violently force Igbo out of the Yoruba region, they should tell President Tinubu, their brother, to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to organize a referendum for Igbo to decide between Biafra and Nigeria. We will gladly vote and leave Nigeria and Yoruba region in peace. We are demanding this for them to have peace after we are gone. Igbo are more enthusiastic to exit Nigeria than it was in the 1960s. The ongoing End Bad Governance protest in Nigeria was organized by Yoruba and Fulani to lure Igbo into destruction, but Igbo have learned their lessons. Though Igbo declined to participate in the protest, yet they are being attacked and accused of being behind the protest. One can imagine pardon me please. This generation of Biafrans are determined to defend ourselves from those who want to annihilate us. We are not interested in the cause for the arrest of Igbo must go criminal elements because we know that nothing will happen to them. They are just the attack dogs of the big masquerades in Yoruba land, led by the states and the federal government. We advise them to channel their energy in convincing President Ahmed Tinubu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and schedule a date for Biafra referendum. Threatening Igbo to leave Yoruba land is a sign of weakness and cowardice. Igbo are ready to exit Yoruba land and Nigeria just like yesterday. Written and signed by Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. I still remain Nwada Jovista Chichi. And here with us tonight is our great and beloved brother, Mazi Fearless Evangelist. You are welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Good evening from here.
Good evening, Mazi Fearless. How are you doing today?
We thank Okike. Thank Okike.
All right. You are welcome. But before we begin, there's this correction that I would want to make. It's not that the Nigerian media and content creators do not know. They know, but because they want to continually sound politically correct, because they want to continue blackmailing IPOB, they would always love to join issues and pretend that they do not know. There is this post made by Igbo History 2 days before. They were talking about what the IPOB stands on Igbo Must Go campaign that they are hatching against Igbo. And at the end paragraph of that post, Igbo History wrote, I will read it out the way it was written. The IPOB spokesman also highlighted the historical context recalling the genocidal war against Biafrans in 1967 to 1970, and warned that Igbo are facing similar threats today. He called on Nnamdi in the northern and western regions to think home and reaffirm IPOB's commitment to restoration of Biafra. Now, the Igbo history, I understand that all these people, most times, you don't know where they belong. They are just sitting on the fence. They want to please the Nigerian government. They want to please the agent provocateur. At the same time, they don't want to be seen by Biafrans as standing against them. So they try to interwoven everything to make things look as if they are in support of what we are doing, but they cannot support us by with lies or misleading information or misinforming people. I think that Igbo history should go and ask BBC how far with IPOB when they stood to be dishing out lies or misinforming people about IPOB. I could remember that after the kidnap and the extraordinary rendition of our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that the social media was on fire about spokesman or spokesperson, where the Nigerian media outlets, we always say the spokesperson or the spokesman. I remember vividly that on November 10, 2022, that before 10th of November 2022, I remember that IPOB made a press statement that IPOB do not have anybody like spokesperson or spokesman. And on the 10th of November 2022, Mazi Chika Edoziem, head of directors of states, he came on air to state it categorically that IPOB has the media and publicity secretary who is Ima Powerful. Now look at how the Igbo history has twisted it because they want to follow this master, follow this master, follow this master. They want to serve all the masters. They want to be seen as being correct. They want to be seen as standing with this man, standing with that one. IPOB don't care who is standing with us or who is not standing with us. A more powerful that you mentioned is never the spokesman or spokesperson of IPOB. And IPOB, as we have made our point very clear through several press statements, through our directors of states, and through the director of state himself, who has instructed Nigerian media and all these content creators that IPOB has no spokesperson. So Igbo history, please, for correction purposes and for next time, please, when you mention Ima Powerful and IPOB, please, Ima Powerful is not the spokesperson nor the spokesman of IPOB. Ima Powerful is the publicity, is the media publicity, the secretary and publicity of IPOB. That is whom Ima Powerful is. Please stop blackmailing IPOB because stop misleading the public. Stop giving rooms for lies, for tagging IPOB. Their spokesman will say, oh, spokesman is IPOB spokesman. Please stop adding fuel to the fire. That's just my advice to Igbo history. We don't care whom you are standing with, because Biafra must come. IPOB, we continue pushing towards the disintegration of Nigeria, because you can see that Nigeria is coming to the peak of its dissolution. So there is nothing any man can do about it. Your propaganda and blackmail about IPOB, about the leadership of IPOB, about trying to separate Nnamdi Kanu from IPOB, trying to make the world to understand that IPOB has abandoned Nnamdi Kanu, or that Nnamdi Kanu has compromised. We don't care, because Biafra must come. Even Nigerian government have seen it, that even that keeping Nnamdi Kanu is even worsening the agitation. We can see it coming from the north today. We can see them raising the Russian flag from the north. Even in as much as the Igbos, we are saying that we are not interested in whether your good governance or whatever, we are not interested. How can you be interested in a country that even this north that is protesting today, you say children, are you not touched? Are you not concerned? That is even the children that are on the street. You see hordes of children protesting with Russian flag, with another country's flag. Do you know what that means for children? These children, 70% of them are out of school, and 70% of them are from the north, which these people, when you come to Senate, they have the larger number. When you come to leading their so-called country, Nigeria, they have been the one in government since independence. After Nnamdi Azikiwe became the ceremonial governor or whatever he was, after that, these people has been in charge of government. Yet that is where you have the highest poverty level. That is where you have the highest number of illiterates. That's where you have people who you can't even find entrepreneur. Their politicians cannot even train the children, or even give money to support, or even to train entrepreneur to stand on their own. Look at them flooding the streets of Kanu, the streets of Kaduna, and Jos. Children. And you think that we can be interested in such country? How can we be interested in a country that they will go and borrow money and share money in the state? A country that even the minimum wage has depreciated from $250 to $120, and today it is $46. And the president will think that he has done so well by saying, oh, minimum wage will be 70,000 naira. The 30,000 naira minimum wage, not every state has paid that 30,000 naira till date. And now, how do you think that these people we pay this 70? And when they say 70,000 naira, you will think that 70,000 naira is money. 70,000 naira is nothing but just $46. And you are going to the same market with people who take millions, who take hundreds of millions home. People who are busy buying jets when people are on the streets, dying, when people are hungry, when people could not afford education. And these people are building houses, sharing money, buying jets, driving surfs. And you think that we are interested in such a country? We are not interested. So we don't care whom you stand with. All we know is that Nigeria must be disintegrated. And IPOB will continue pushing non-violently. We are armless. We are armless. We did not declare any army. IPOB has no army. All we do is to evangelize, to tell people the truth, to disintegrate Nigeria with the truth. This is all we are doing. Tonight, we are here with our brother to do justice to other trendings that is going around the country. Mazi, I will say once again, you are welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much too. I always like this, your thank you. All right, Mazi, today we are seeing the protest, the 8 days protest, how far it has gone, and where we are today. So we can see that the protest, do I say was or is hotter in the up north, yet Biafran land is still heavily militarized. What do you say about that?
Okay, thank you very, very much. So that is what they created. What Nigerians are witnessing today is what they created for themselves because that is the foundation of Nigeria. Foreigners colonized Nigeria and they handed Nigeria over to foreigners. Had they given Nigeria to citizens, they will handle citizens like fellow citizens. But they gave it to the Fulani. British are foreigners. British is foreigners. Then the Fulanis are foreigners. So instead of the British to give it to the citizens, they choose fellow foreigners like them so that two of them will be interested in the resources. They will not mind the future of the owners of the land because they are strangers. So let me drop that one and move. Let me connect it to somewhere. So now, as the creation of Nigeria, before we talk about what is happening, we will look into the statement of the creator of Nigeria, the creation statement, which is Lord Lugard, said that Nigeria, the North and the South, was amalgamated together because the North is too poor. That is to say, it is not for economic purpose. That is why if you are a Yoruba man protesting for your economy because of economic problem, or if you come from the east, you say about economy. Nigeria was not created based on building your economy. It was only because the north is too poor. So they feed the north from the south. Then the issue is, have the north become poor, become rich? The answer is no. This is 110 years now. The North is not rich. So the issue there is that why it is so much in the North is because that's how the North built their place. They were building this thing as a weapon against the South. Though they have been using them as a weapon against the South. The attitude you have seen the Northerner um, um, showing out this time on protest is their life. That is their life. They believe they prepare them like this only to tackle Igbo Easterners, but they don't know they will use it on them today. Though those in charge of the protest are different from the protesters. Those that organize it from the north are politicians, top ones. The protesters they just gave them slogan, hunger, but they have an agenda they are using them to achieve. But the purpose why it is so much in the north and also in the west is not happening in the east is because the east have prepared before now because the east does not expect anything from the government. So, and again, the problem of the east is different from the problem of the north. The north and the west they are crying for hunger. Then we have seen hunger, we have seen death, we have seen many things. So we do not have the same problem with them. That is why it is happening in the north. And there is something we have achieved with this failed violence in the north. It have automatically vindicated IPOB that what we have been seeing in our land, the east, are artificial insecurity. Based on the level ground now, that that Nigerian citizens or Nigerians are protesting, and it is an opportunity for people to show their anger on the government. That's what they see it as it is happening in the north. Then, as they used to say, that the Easterners they use Igbo to represent that they are destroying their land, they are causing violence, they are doing this, there is insecurity. Then that it is Igbo people, it is IPOB, it is ESN doing it. Currently, based on level ground, now, if Igbo people or Southeast can do unknown government to attack government facilities when there is nothing happening, why is it that they are not doing it now? That they have the opportunity because it is a nationwide protest. This should have been the opportunity of the East to destroy all government properties as Nigeria have been tagging us. Though they recruited unknown government, but they tag it on us. Now, is this not the best opportunity as the North is doing, we'll be doing our own? But such thing is not happening here. That is to say, based on level ground, we are not violent. Based on that is on in short, The North have shown that they are the violence people, but they want to change our status through their government, through their media, through their security agencies, tagging us, blackmailing us, setting our land on fire. They recruited so many people, both in Bago, both different types of people, as they raise up foreign flag in their north. That's how they recruited Okobo to raise a Ukrainian flag in our land. But all this thing fell because that was in their mission. That's what Dokubo was waiting for. Immediately, Igbo people protest, he will raise up another opposition party, while the North will be, or opposition flag with what the North is raising there. So they want to blackmail our land. That's fine. Immediately this thing fell, he came up with the anger supporting the Igbo must go in Lagos. Because what he said, Tinubu should allow Igbo people to go. He's just supporting it because their plan fell. He would have been the person to kill protesters. He would be the person to raise foreign flag in our land, which is gang as they recruited them. He will be the person, the media will be the people to target IPOB because their target is to kill protesters in our land. Because immediately the Nigerian people fish their protest, that's when their criminal agent that based somewhere in Finland call for sit at home. So their duty is to draw the attention of the world or the Nigerian state to the east to divert the attention from what is happening in the north so that they will now focus on the east while Dokubo will unleash his mayhem on protesters and the media will target IPOB and the army will target IPOB. So from now, from what we see now, the insecurity in our land is artificial insecurity because we are not violent. This is on a level ground now. We are supposed to be violent, but we are not violent. So it has been allegation all this while. Thank you, Mada. That's what I have for now.
Thank you for your submission. Now, Mazi, on Sunday last week, when the protest
Thank
started, are you listening to me? Are you hearing me? Okay. After the protest started on day 3, we saw Mr. President. He came out to make a speech,
yes, very clear,
and
yes.
after yes, so after the speech, Mr. President observed that Russian flag has been raised in the north, Kanu and Kaduna precisely. Now he quickly summoned the chief of staff for emergency security meeting. So, Mazi, were you not wondering why didn't Mr. President declare Operation Go and Crush them instead of calling for that security emergency meeting?
Come again with the question, please.
The question is, after
The question.
Russian flag was raised in the north, that Mr. President quickly called the security emergency meeting. Instead, why did he not declare, as he used to declare for Biafra land, Operation Crush Them? Why didn't he do so? And even till now, those people with those flags have not been crushed. So why did Mr. President and why are the soldiers not yet crushing on people that have raised Russian flag? That
Thank
even
you.
till today, even
Thank
the
you very
media,
much.
remember, we saw them raising these flags and burning Nigerian flags. But Nigerian media never carried the news or the video that these people are burning down Nigerian flags.
Thank you. The issue there is that the North are the first class citizen of Nigeria. And from what is happening now, it is outside the knowledge of the West because this is a separate plan from their already or what they call marriage or they call alliance, North and the South. It is different from this very plan. And this very flag they raise in the North, the Yoruba people are surprised. And you know that this is the reason why the North is in charge of the security. That is why they're in charge of everything. And the Yoruba people and the Tinubu knew the ammunition they have moved to the north using Nigerian money, using borrowing money to equip the north. They are aware that they have used the name of Nigerian government to equip the north. Tinubu himself, as the president, also knew that the north have not less than 7 terrorist organizations in the north. So he know that there is danger, complete danger, and the North will tell you not to attack their own, because they are the first class citizens. But in the East, the North will even call the Eastern leaders to take their position. So this is what we have been facing for long. The North is free, starting from Fulani headmen. How many of them are in detention? These people are just raising flag. What about the people that wipe out communities? There will be mass burial. They will bury 500, they will bury 700, they will bury 1,000, they will bury 200 in a village, in a community. They will sack community. None of them is even worse than the flag they raised. The flag is an international presentation, but I will not go deep there. What we are dwelling on in that area is the hypocrisy of Nigerian government towards the East. Now, IPOB protested, only peaceful protest. They wipe us, they kill us. Recently, last year, January 30th, okay, March, 30th March, they killed IPOB peaceful protesters in Aba just for demanding for free Nnamdi Kanu. But there is foreign flag. If we raise ordinary, even African country flag here, they will wipe us away. Now, on the 20th of January 2017, IPOB was protesting in solidarity with Donald Trump. On the 20th of January 2017, in Iguacha, where they call Port Harcourt, under the governorship of Nyesom Wike, we were massacred. Then, in that protest, there was American flag, there was Biafra flag, there was the Israeli flag. Nigerian state took the three flags, burned it to ashes in Port Harcourt. They killed us, they massacred IPOB family members. Do you understand? So, if they can massacre us because they saw Nigeria American flag, massacre us because they saw Biafra flag or Israeli flag, why are they still quiet to the people of the North? Because they are the citizens. Because the Yorubas they claim to be they claim to be first class with them, but even second class, they are not second class citizens because there is a big space there between the North and the West. But in order to fight the East, they become in unity, they become one. But today they can see the gap. These people have planned far away from what they discussed in APC, from what they discussed to make Tinubu president, is far away from the plan of the North. And they are exhibiting it. And they have looked for the chance and they sponsor it. The Northerners sponsored the tribal bigotry in the West. They sponsored them, those people jumping up them that time, they want to use them. The issue now is that what they expected, what they are seeing in the North is what they expected from the East. So that is the shock to Tinubu and all of them. What they are seeing in the North is what they expected in the East. And they will carry their anger on the East. So they have even collected armored car in the North. They jumped they were there driving armored car, the Northerners, because they are the owner of Nigeria. All the armored car belongs to them. Everything belongs to them. That is why even a Northern vice president does not act like a vice president. They act like president. If you look at Atiku as vice to Obasanjo, he was acting like president because that is the position of the North. So the issue now is that the hypocrisy is there and the protests have opened everything. These protests have even helped us with evangelism, help us to sell our evangelism, sell our presentation long because it has presented the division of Nigeria. The protest automatically show the world that Nigeria is not one, as they've been saying, and it has exposed the government of Nigeria from all they have been presenting to their citizens that IPOB or Nnamdi Kanu is the problem. Presently, from what the Nigerian citizens presented, there is nothing like IPOB or Nnamdi Kanu in all their demands. So the hypocrisy is what is going on. They will never do it to the Northerners. Instead, they are afraid. The Yoruba will see Northerners that are planning for protest. They will be telling you it's IPOB and the PPOB. Now, the North have shown that they are the people who plan for protest. Those people that say it's IPOB and B2B, they will not say anything. Nothing. You cannot hear them again because they set a trap against the people they hate, but it reversed on them and it is happening. And the North is very serious because those who plan it are very, very serious outside the knowledge of Tinubu. So that's what I have to say because our land is where Python of the army will always dance. But in the North, it will not dance. In the West, it will not dance. They are targeting the East. So that is it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi. Fearless. Mazi, in the issue of this Russian flag being raised in the up north, you can hear some of these same politicians accusing their fellow politicians or those in the government that they are the sponsors of that flag, that there is an ulterior motive that made them to sponsor that flag. They say some say that it's because of the role between the former president of Nigeria, Mohammed Buhari, because of his relationship with the Russian government, and so many stories. Mazi, do you think that truly that there are some politicians behind the Russian flag being raised in the north?
Yes. Yes. That is why they make sure they maintain feudalism. Feudal system in the north is the problem. That is why they hate independence. They love feudalism so that people will be under people. They love to make their people poor so that they will be controlling them with hunger, situation of hardship. They will control them to do anything. What they presented to them is protest for hunger, but their plan is very, very huge. And they are using these people to carry on their plan.
All right, as we wait for our brother to resolve the technical issue he's experiencing, we know that as the Yorubas are calling for hashtag Igbo must go, they are thinking that is a threat. That Igbo must go is never a threat to Igbos and Biafrans, but is even a strong message to those Igbos who have refused to heed to advice of IPOB. Take your properties home, invest in Biafra land, invest in Igbo land. But our people, we prefer to sandfill swamp after swamp. They built their businesses on the sites that they were shown, and after which the government will go and demolish and reclaim the place, and they will be shown another place. They will go ahead to invest. They will go ahead to develop the area, after which the government will come again. I still wonder what is wrong with some of our people. And that is when you will see some of these content creators, they will come with this, their adverts. The plots of land are being sold cheaper here, is being sold cheaper. And this comes every time Igbo businesses are being destroyed or demolished. Brother, are you back? Mass Evangelist, are you back? Okay, he's yet to be back. I'm seeing him, but he has not yet resolved the issue. So that the Yorubas are thinking that Igbos will panic or will. Are you back? I'm seeing you, but you are not yet back. Okay, you are hearing my voice. I don't think that the viewers are hearing you. I'm the one hearing you. All right. The technical director, do justice to bring him back. All right. He's gone again. He will resolve the technical issue. I apologize for that. So you begin to wonder what is exactly wrong with our people, that the more the Lagos state government demolish Igbo businesses, the more they go to other places to buy land to develop. What are they afraid of? You are back to the stage, Mazi. Mazi, you can now go on. You are back. Can you hear me? Mazi, can you hear me?
Yes, very clear.
All right, you can go ahead.
Okay, okay, thank you. Let us continue. So, like I was saying, it is all about feudalism, feudal system that they used to control them. That is why they are they handed over flag to them. They don't ask what it is. All they know is that they should carry it. The same way they are controlling them because of their stomach. That is why they shape them in that level that anytime they want to use them, they will use them.
But Mazi,
If
are
you
you
ask
more
them now
concerned?
what is the meaning of the flag,
Mazi,
they may not tell
Mazi,
you. But if
are you
federal
more
government want to fight
concerned?
the flag, they would have arrested those with the flag. But they will not do it. Arrest is only good in the East. So why didn't he arrest them? At least we'll be hearing that he arrested over 1,000. Is that what?
Continue, continue. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What do you say?
Go ahead. Continue.
Like the network is disturbing. Why?
Can't you hear me clearly?
Why?
Can you hear me? I can hear you very well. All right. All right. He will be back in no time. And I just like as we slated this program, we slated it not to last for more than 1 hour. I hope he'll be back before the remaining few minutes. Now, why are these Igbos who are afraid of going back home? Back there in Biafra land,
It's not my.
are you all right now? I can see you are very much all right.
Yes,
You are stronger now. Go ahead.
yes. I can hear you. It is clear. Yes,
Okay. Yeah, you were saying why the operation maybe python smile or crocodile dance or
yes.
whatever way they wish to push it, why is it being done in the southeast and why it should not be done in the north? And you know that, all right, let's just continue. If he's back, fine. If he couldn't make it, there is no problem. But you know the problem with this,
The network.
are you all right now? Are you okay? Sorry for this technical glitch. I believe the technical director can resolve the issue with him and he'll be back with us. So, for those calling for hashtag Igbo must go, you can even see the confusion everywhere. You can see the confusion everywhere. The protest that started as end bad governance. Now, in the upper north, it has become Tinubu must go. And now the Yorubas are hashing the Igbo must go, which they slated to start from the 20th. And these are the same people that during a 2023 campaign / election, these were the same people who has been exhibiting all manner of ethnic bigotry. They stopped the Igbos from exercising their constitutional rights by franchising. They disenfranchised them. These are the same people that even as they are planning the protest, even the planners of the protest or the sponsors of the protest are even Yorubas, yet they hanged it on the Igbos. And as they didn't succeed in all this, now they have abandoned the protest and they are now planning Igbo must go. And I want to ask, like our people will always say, ọ bụ nwa nke mbụ ejere ije, ọ bụ nke ịbụọ ga-agba ọsọ? You planned it, failed. You planned it, failed. You planned it, failed. You planned nationwide protest. Now the Hausas on their own. Now the protest is not even going on in the West. And yet you are planning Igbo must go. You've not actualized the hunger protest that you planned. Now it is Igbo must go. The Igbos have seen it all. Nothing again moves us. Nothing. Even the sounds of whatever, because we are not calling for war, but we are the people who have been calling for this, call for that, call for this, call for that. If it has been an Igbo people that held that space and called for Yoruba must go, or for Arewa must go, or for Oduduwa must go, by now we would have known what must have been happening. But all of them are seen going free, moving freely on the streets. Even those who boasted during the campaign that they are now the ones who is going to take over the government. Nothing was done to them. We are not even interested in whatever that may be done to them. We want to exit Nigeria as possibly as today. But all we ask for is that we want to exit peacefully. We want to exit so that, as Mazi Kanu promised, all they would be neighboring countries, that we will give them crude oil free. So for you to get the crude oil free, all you should do is to do what? Conduct a referendum so that we can leave. We are set to leave even tonight. We are set. After the confiscation of all the Igbo properties, without implementing the 3 R's, Igbos are still prospering. In the year, that was before, around the year 2000, yeah, I learned about the Louis or the Megu property that was seized by Nigerian government after the Biafran genocidal war, because it is not civil war. It was all pogrom and genocide against Biafrans. After I read about it in the library, I took a cab and I went to Ikoyi just to view that estate owned by the father of Odimegu Ojukwu. I saw it. I saw it with my very own eyes, and I remember the very day that Onyekonwenu died. I remembered how she lamented about his father's properties that were confiscated by Nigerian government until today, till Onyekonwenu died. The 3 R's were not implemented. And today we have seen the foolish politicians. Imagine people like Hope Uzodinma and the one from the Federal House of Representatives. Imagine what these people are saying, why Igbos are not protesting in this very protest. It is insane that Hope Uzodinma is coming out to congratulate the Igbos that yielded to their plea for not participating in the protest in Nukwa. That Hope Uzodinma pleaded that Igbos yielded to his plea. And the worst part of it is these Abians politicians or the representatives or what they call themselves that say that the reason why Igbos are not involved or we are not involved in the nationwide protest was because Mr. President acceded to the bill that they passed, that they proposed, that at least the 3 R's will be implemented in Abia State. Imagine how these so-called politicians mess everywhere. And these are the people that even after the Igbo must go space was held, how many of them came out to condemn it? How many of them came out to attack them? How many of them came out to tell the government, oh, arrest them, do this? And these people that called for hashtag Igbo must go are in the government of Tinubu. And all they could do is to come out to claim that because they pleaded, that Igbos yielded to their plea. This is how they will continue making themselves a laughing stock. These people, Hope Uzodinma knew that Igbos never knew that he exists. They know the people they listen to. They know the people that say, no, Igbos are not going to be part of this exercise. We are yearning for something better. We are yearning for our future. We are yearning for the better tomorrow and not for better Nigeria. Our politicians has been the problem that we are facing. How many of them has come out to call Mr. Tinubu that the protest is going on in the west and in the north? Why is Alibo heavily militarized? None of them has done that. If it is an Igbo person that came out to support or to plan this hashtag, maybe call it Yoruba must go, it is Hope Uzodinma will be number one person that will invite the military with all the ammunition to go and kill, to arrest, to burn down houses. If those children, those horde of children in the north were to come out on the streets of Igbo land to protest, they wouldn't mind that they were minors. I'm pretty sure that the military will go after them, because we saw what happened after May 30th, 2024. How they go after children, after youth, after the aged. Why they are the sponsors of the crime, and they go after our people, and our politicians can't even do anything, because all of them are aspiring to become president of Nigeria, which they know that till the end of ages, Igbo man can never be the president of Nigeria. The president that or the vice president that was promised Wike ended up becoming the FCT minister. Where's the president promised to the former state, Ebonyi State, former governor of Ebonyi State? Where is it? Where is Rocha Sokorocha today? Where is he? All the people that they used against the Igbos, where are they? And Hope Uzodinma is still thinking that tomorrow he may become the vice president of Atiku come 2027. And you see these people that are calling up, that are doing this protest. These people, watch what they will do come 2027. This same set of hungry people, this same set of unemployed, this same set of homeless, you will see them. You will see them climbing on each other just to collect May 2000 naira. You will see them singing praises for the politicians. These same people protesting about bad governance. They will never give people a chance to do the otherwise. They will never give people a chance to vote for the right person. Watch these same people come 2027. Already, the liars that Mr. President has surrounded himself with. People, imagine people who supposed to be a person that is a supposed communication expert. We bring an old video of the past year or the previous year and post it as a current video of what Mr. President said. Imagine such liars making an old video a current video, and this is a supposed communication expert. Liars who can never tell Mr. President what Nigeria is going through. They are just doing this so that they can remain there for the next 8 years. But Bayo Ononuga and his cohorts will remember, or we know, that 8 years will just come and pass just as yesterday. We know when Buhari was there, the Northerners never came out to protest heavily like this. Today, even they are the people hungrier, they are the people more unemployed. Yet, instead of protesting for the planned or their agreed end bad governance protest, they are planning for Igbo must go protest. Now, they should not forget that Mr. President also protested against the government of the former president, Goodluck Jonathan. And I will never forget all the Yoruba pastors. I will never forget the pastor of Latter Rain Assembly I forgot his name. Where are they today? I remember how all of them trooped out, campaigning about the bad governance of Jonathan Goodluck. And today, the agbado that their brother promised them, they didn't see it to eat. But Igbo man is their problem. 2027 is coming. It is not yet over. So, Baya Ononuga should know that Femi Adesina was there just yesterday. Lai Mohammed was there just yesterday. Rocha Sokorocha was there just yesterday. And they should have it at the back of their mind that probably in the next 16 years, after these 8 years, that in the next 16 years, if there will still be anything like Nigeria, that the Yoruba man will never smell Asoro. And by then, they will be paid back according to their own coin. Only if Igbo politicians could learn. Do not be surprised what will come of 2027 between Labour Party and PDP. Do not be surprised of what we are going to see. But as we continue pushing forward, we do not pray that there could still remain an entity called Nigeria come 2027. All we ask for is release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom the court has discharged and acquitted, and grant us referendum. That is our stand. We are not interested in your 2027 presidency or whatever. Rather, we feel for those who may be merging with one party or the other, or may be stepping down so that they may become the vice president of a certain party, so that after the vice president, they will become the president. But these people they forgot that Atiku in 2019 election, that it was because Igbo man was the VP. I could remember El-Rufai swearing that over his dead body, that Igbo man will step into Asarok. And that was why that the presidency did not go to Atiku, because Igbo man was the vice president. And in as much as all these things are happening, they still believe that one day an Igbo man will get to Asoro. They are all dreaming. They are all dreaming. They are yet to learn. They are yet to understand. So, Yoruba, do I call you counterparts or brothers? Because we have seen who hates. We have seen who is ethnic bigots. We have seen who is declaring war. And we have seen who is for and who is against Nigeria. We are not dragging Nigeria with you. The Igbos are not interested in your presidency. All we are interested in is referendum. So, Bayo Ononuga and all of them that are on space, or we are on space, calling for hashtag Igbo must go, please, our traveling bags and our luggage are already on our shoulder. Just do the needful so that when we leave, we can coexist as neighbors That is all we ask for. And as our brother did not come back again because of this technical glitch, we want to end the broadcast because the broadcast was meant for our brother to come and analyze or answer some questions that is demanding for an answer, but unfortunately the technical glitch could not allow him to do justice to that. So wonderful people of Biafran, I will thank you once again for being with us on this program. Thank you for spreading the good news. Thank you for believing in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. Thank you for spreading the gospel and the evangelism of Biafra and the referendum that we are looking up to that must come. And as we continue to do that, do not forget to download BTV app on your X, on Instagram, on Facebook. Download IPOB Community Radio and IPOB Radio Biafra London. BTV is on satellites. You can get BTV 1, BTV channel 2, 3, and 4 on your satellites. We will continue to say immense thank you to the leadership of IPOB for holding on for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and for directing the affairs of IPOB, that even the Nigerian government and international community have seen it today, that even in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that IPOB is waxing stronger and stronger. I remain Nwada Jovista Chichi as I say to you all, good night.